Hey everyone, it's Mark from Winnipeg Financial Planning, back with another video. Today I want to talk about the 3 mistakes that you want to avoid in retirement. Let's get into it. So the first mistake I want to go over is underspending. So I've had the opportunity to speak with a lot of individuals in their late 70s or early 80s, and I'll talk to them about their retirement, and oftentimes what comes up is they'll tell me they wish they would have spent more money at the beginning of their retirement. So like I said, they're in their late 70s now. They have all this money that they've accumulated, but they might not be able to spend it due to their health. Like, for example, they can't go on trips anymore, or they just don't have the desire to buy new things. So a lot of them say that they wish they would have spent more at the beginning of their retirement. So the reason that I find that people don't spend as much is because they don't actually have a retirement plan or a financial plan in place that gives them that peace of mind that what they've accumulated is going to last throughout the life of their retirement. So for that reason, they don't end up spending as much because they're worried that they're going to run out of money. So first mistake, underspending. And the cure to that is to make sure that you have a retirement plan in place so that you know that you will be okay in the long run. So the second mistake that you're going to want to avoid is using your newly found free time in retirement and spending it on studying the stock market. Now, don't get me wrong. It's very important to know how your portfolio is performing and how it works. But what ends up happening a lot of time, if you're not retiring to something, for example, like golf, traveling, or spending time with your grandkids, you might find yourself just looking at your portfolio every day, doing some research, having BNN on in the background, and that can become more stressful than when you were actually working. So if you're going to retire, make sure that you're retiring to something and not adding more stress in the time of your life that you should be enjoying. So the third mistake that you're going to want to avoid is becoming overly conservative with your retirement portfolio. So let's just say that you're 60 years old today and you have $1 million portfolio. So if you were to break out this $1 million, you might spend a quarter of it in your 60s, a quarter in your 70s, 80s, and 90s. So what I see a lot of people doing once they retire is they take their whole portfolio and they put it into something super conservative. So let's just say they took that $1 million and they put it in a G.I.C that earns them 2%. So after 1 year, they'll have $1,020,000. Now, the problem today with being overly conservative is that inflation is so high. So if inflation is at 4%, you're going to need $1,040,000 to buy the same amount of things next year that you can buy today. So if you go ahead and put all your money in a G.I.C paying 2%, you're essentially guaranteeing that you're going to lose $20,000 in purchasing power. So then let's take a look at your portfolio as a whole. There's going to be money that you can spend in your 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. So should the money that you're going to need 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road, or 30 years down the road be invested the same way as the money that you're going to need over the next 10 years? Probably not, right? So it does make sense to get a bit more conservative in retirement, but you still have a 20, 30-year outlook before you actually spend your entire portfolio. So you don't want to be overly conservative because, again, the issue today is with inflation rates so high, if you put your money in a G.I.C, you're basically guaranteeing that you're going to lose money. Thanks for watching today's video. If you found these tips helpful, it would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to our new YouTube channel. I've included a link down below, or if you're on YouTube right now, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Until next time, take care.